Yeah, this is a very a very important position, and it is good to see people that want to make Mobile better. And if you have, and we what we need is new, fresh ideas, and because there's no one way to do things. And one thing I always know that a good name is better than money, and you do have a good name in Mobile.
Talk show. We have a man that has proven leadership. Relay James Buskey, District 99. He'll get the job done. He has proved that he can do this job. It is proven leadership. Go to the polls November the 2nd. That's this Tuesday. And relay James Buskey for District 99. Paid for by James E. Buskey Campaign. Jazzy Red. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show. I'm your host, Jazzy Red. Ron Sparks is running for governor. I want you all to get out and go to the polls November the 2nd. That is this Tuesday. I want you to vote for Ron Sparks. Ron Sparks support a statewide vote on gambling and an education lottery to provide scholarships and pre-K education. This man is behind education. He is behind a lottery. We need him. Vote Ron Sparks for governor. Paid for by Sparks 2010. Jazzy Red. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show. Jim Folsom is running for lieutenant governor. He's running for lieutenant governor. You get out November the 2nd, and you're going to vote for Jim Folsom for lieutenant governor. Paid for by friends of Jim Folsom. Get out and go to those polls. Jazzy Red Talk Show. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show, and we're here with Miss Paulette Harden, the author of Book Avenue, author of In Memory of You, co-author of Centralian, book about Central High School. Now we got Death in 60 Days, Paulette Harden, Who Silenced Booker T. Washington. How are you today, Miss Harden?
I'm great. How are you?
All right. What are you going to tell my viewers today? What do you have for them?
First of all, I want to talk about, I've touched briefly on it. There's an old phrase that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Okay.
But the reason I was saying this is because we had one of the greatest assassinations that occurred with the help of African Americans. And the Booker T. Washington, who founded Tuskegee Institute, was assassinated with the help of African Americans. And the reason that I feel so strongly about it is that the pastors here told me their mentors had explained to them how Booker T. Washington was assassinated with the help of the black preachers here. And I would like to, the thing that got me upset was because they revisited his death in 2006. A university revisited his death, and what they were saying was it was not adequately, his death was not adequately explained. And I want to use an analogy so your viewers can understand how this assassination occurred without people really realizing it. And they still don't realize it today. And I want to use this analogy. Say, for example, you went to the bank on November the 1st and you made a $10 deposit. And you went again on November the 2nd and you made a $10 deposit. So this tells you that you have $20 in the bank because on November the 1st and November the 2nd you made deposits totaling $20. Now, if you got a bank statement at the end of November and you have $1 million in the bank, this tells you that it was not figured up correctly, because there's an explanation. Because if you did not go back to the bank and you didn't make a deposit, how can you have $1 million in the bank? Now, and using the same analogy, say for example, Booker T. Washington went to the hospital on November the 1st and November the 2nd, and you had 2 blood pressure readings. That's all you had. And he went to the hospital on, those are the records that you have, is November the 1st and November the 2nd. And you have no other hospital records. But yet, the newspapers of that day in New York is saying that he went to St. Luke's Hospital. But we don't have none of their records. So therefore, in 2006, you're going to revisit this man's death and conclude that this man was in the hospital 2 weeks, but you only had 2 days of hospital notes. Yet you're going to conclude that he died of high blood pressure. It's not possible.
Yeah.
It has to be inconclusive, because number one, just like you didn't have that $1 million, you didn't have these hospital records. It's the same thing. So when we take what this university had revisited this man's death, they did not state the facts correctly. So when you go and do your term papers, when you go get your PhDs, you're getting your PhD off erroneous records. And so that's why I want to say that Booker T. Washington, founder of Tuskegee Institute, now known as Tuskegee University, was assassinated. And I want you to not only take my word for it. This is the book that I had written, and I explained how this man died, and I put step by step where you can read it. And we must be very careful about who is writing our history and what we believe. So if you're going to stand for something, you make sure that you have your facts correctly. And I stand by everything that I have written in this book. And the purpose of it is to show that some people were bought so they can maybe get a different status in life.
Mhm.
But the truth is, if you can be bought, you can be sold.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. If you can be bought, you can be sold. That is something else.
And I just want people to know that I want them to read and form their own opinion based on the facts, and you can see that one of our greatest leaders was assassinated.
Where can they pick up a copy of that book?
Black Classics Books and Gifts.
Okay. Online?
Online, you can order through authorhouse.com.
Authorhouse.com.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Jazzy Red Talk Show. Wave at all my viewers. Probably. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show. And I needed to show you the butter churn again. Some of the kids didn't see the butter churn. Now, this is a butter churn. You see the long stick there? You see the stick. Now, this was what they used to make butter. You go to the store now, but it wasn't like that. This is what they used. It had this top here. You take that up. Here you have that. You would put your cow's milk in there, and you take this, and you place this back in there at the top of it. And you proceed to do this. And the way they tell me, I took this in a store, and that lady said, there it is, there it is, look at it. Boy, this older lady hated this. I'm old too, but she was a little older. She said, I hate it. I said, what did the butter churn do to you? But they say you have to do this all day. Just, well, a long time. A long time. A kid, a guy at my job told me they did this when they were in like 2nd grade. Said it took all day and all the kids had to do it until they got tired and everybody. This is what you did to make butter. See how easy you have it, kids?